Hi, it's Tori from Hobby Stories. Today is April 16th, and this is my 17th FlossTube and my 3rd BookTube. Welcome to my channel. I hope everybody's doing great, staying safe. Let's see. I want to welcome all my new subscribers. I lost a few, I got a few. Everybody that comments and replies. Thank you for everybody that replies to my comments on your channels if you're watching me, because that means a lot when you ask somebody a question or you comment on their video and they actually talk back to you or give you a little heart. There's so many times back in a couple years ago when I quit, nobody was like responding to me and stuff. Most of those were big channels, but still, it really means a lot when you talk to people that talk to you. So thank you for that. Today I'm going to be discussing my 2-week update of all my whips, showing a couple little things that I bought recently, showing the angelic sal. What did I call that? April Angelic or Angelic April. Mafalda Crafts. Hi, Mafalda. She's said she would do it with me. I started 4 free Mira Angels in the month of April, and I'm working on them every day. And I'm also doing reading challenges for BookTube. So let's get started. The books will all be at the end. So first I'm going to talk about the items I've bought. There's one. I've been seeing these on people's projects. They're little magnets on the end. They're silicone. I bought them from Amazon. I don't know how many were in a pack. It was like $15, I think. It might even have been $12. But I got like 12 or 15 of these. Some are short, some are long. I think this is the short ones. And you'll see them coming up on my projects, but I bought these and I really like them. I didn't think I would want them, but I went ahead and got them, and they do help so much with my 4 big projects. The other thing I bought was a clamp light magnifier. See, it has a clamp. Very, very strong. This is my magnet. It has a light switch, turn on and off, and it either goes lighter or darker. It has a USB plug where you can plug it into your computer, and it also has a plug to put it into electricity. It has, I don't remember the magnification, but it doesn't have that little circle that I like to use when I'm like threading a needle, and then it has the lights that go all the way around. I can't use it as a light and a magnifier because it turns everything yellow. This has a yellowish tint to it, and then it makes everything that I see yellow. So I either use it as a magnifying glass that I can clamp onto my table, and then I use my light, or I just use it as a light and then use my strong readers when I'm doing like the angels that I'm going to show. But I do like it. It only costs like $15 from Amazon. And then I bought these. This is a book and then 3 magazines that I got from eBay. I started watching a stitcher named The Stitching Field. She has some great projects, and she was working on this one right here, and I asked her what it was, and she told me, and I went right to eBay, and I bought the book. They have a lot of copies of them, and some of them are very expensive. And I bought this one. It had free shipping, and I think it was like $5.45. And then while I was there, I went and looked and saw what the seller was selling, so I bought 3 more magazines. But this has some great samplers, and I mean, look at that's a lot of pages. I like that sampler. There was another one up front. It does smell a little bit though. And it smells like, not musty, but like possibly cigarette-y. So I got to air it out a little bit more. And I like that one. And then of course there's the sampler itself. Doggone it, I think. Yeah, there it is. The sampler itself. And then there was another one back here. These. Look at those samplers. More samplers. So I really like this. It was worth $5. I like that. So I picked that up, and then, now let's lay that over there. I got this one because of the cover. Be My Valentine. I don't know if I'm going to put the words on there or not, but I really liked the picture itself. I got this one because America the Beautiful. I really like that picture on the front. And then this one I got because I was looking, they had look inside. I like that. Look at how cool that looks. It looks like it's matted, but it's actually stitched like that. I really like that. Oops, and I'm showing the pattern. But I really like that. And I made sure this time that I wasn't showing anybody's name and address. Sorry about that last time. I had a big black square on there. Anyway, so that's my haul for right now. So let's get started on my regular whips. So we have my Nutcracker. Is there enough light in here, I wonder? I hope so. Here, let's turn that way. That helps a little. Got dark again. Here's my Nutcracker. I'm on the last one. And then I have to bring the frame around, come up, and then come over. I might have to pick all this out because Santa was supposed to be bigger, and since I made him an elf, I had to scoot everybody over a little. So we're going to find out about that. But I'm hoping that this is done. Today is the day that it gets stitched, so I'm kind of hoping that it's done by the end of April. It might have, yeah, because I have, what, 8? I have 8 whips, so that means every 9th day I start a new one. So yeah, this one should have today, and then one more time before the end of April. I'm hoping it's done. Oh, and I forgot to say, I'm showing the what it's supposed to look like, and then what it looked like last time. Next is the original Beatrix Potter. And this one does have those silicones on there. And they're messed up right now. But here's this one. I really love this. Some of the things I'm doing, though, it might bother other people, but me, it doesn't really matter. It's like when you finish a thread and then you bring a new one in, you got like a little blip right there where it doesn't blend. It goes drastically to the next color. It's not really bothering me so much. I know the silks and everything do a lot better job, but the DMC kind of makes blips here and there, but it doesn't really bother me. I really am liking this, and the magnet things are working a lot better to try to keep all the fabric out of me. It's going to need a lot of ironing, though. Next is Dragonfly Fairy by Joan Elliott. And I'm moving along on her. So last time I was working on the wing, and I didn't have any of the crunic and the beading done. So I got the wing outlined, and I did all of the darker of the green. I'm filling it in now with the lighter green, and to take a break from it, I started doing some of the crunic and the beading, and then I work on the wing and stuff like that. But I'm almost ready to move down to this section. Next is Companion Beatrix Potter. And this one is moving along. This one is, I do believe it's Dinky Dyes Mulberry Ice. It's kind of light, but I mean, you can kind of see it, so hopefully it's not too bad. It doesn't blend in too much. Over here it's a little different where it gets into the really light brown, but I really am liking these. And these are from Stitchy Box. Next is Coral Mermaid. Joan Elliott. Getting pretty far on her again. I finished her castle, and I'm working on filling in like the ground and stuff. And then this is where her, I believe it's her tail starts in. I think her tail comes up here. But I've been working on her. Coral loves her. She wants her done. We're going to talk more about her in a couple minutes. Next is Cinderella. Poor Cinderella. Hardly gets any stitching. Still on page 2. So slow. There's like some more in here that I have to do, and I'm filling in a lot of the confetti stitches. And I'm getting close to coming over here to 3. I'm trying. She is so slow. So slow. And then Rapunzel. Now she's moving faster. So I did 1 through 5 on the top, because tower's over here. And I started getting confused because 6 is only like these 3 sections right here. And I wanted to make sure that her head was lining up. So I started working on 7 at the same time. I just pick a color and do it all. And so this is the part in her hair. And then it comes down like this. And then it's going to come down like this on the side of her hair. So her face is like starts right in here. And I'm hoping that it's lining up correctly. I'm trying to get a lot of the dark done so that I can make sure her head lines up. And that I don't have to pull anything out. These lanterns are a pain. That's a lot of confetti. But I'm working on her. I seem to get more done on Rapunzel than I do Cinderella. Probably because there's bigger patches of color. Or maybe because I have more time when I work on her. I don't know. And then the last one is a kit. It's Tulips by Claire Comerford. And I love this one. I finally finished the top half, got it all backstitched. And now I'm starting down here. The vase is like right in here. And then there'll be like the ground. And then there's a tulip that lays this way. I worked on this yesterday. This one has a problem. I counted. The stitches go to like right about there, right on the very end of the stretcher bar, which leaves just that much. Just that much. And then over here, it ends like right about here. I think when I started it, I should have moved it over that way, but too late. I figure if anything, I'll just take a strip of fabric and just sew it over here so that it has more to like finish it or whatever. I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but I do love this. It's so pretty. It's so colorful. I really love this one. So that is all like the current whips I was working on. Here's the angels I started. There's no like befores, but I will show you what they're supposed to look like. When I did my last update, it was the last day of March or the first day of April, and I hadn't even started these yet. But my video before this one is a vlog that I did for like the first 4 days of April. And I do show like me starting the projects. So, first one is 1997. She is, I have no idea what she's called. I just do them by date. Here's the jug she's going to be pouring from. Here's a wing. Here's a wing. I just pick a color and do it until I'm done. And usually that's all I stitch that day. If it's just a few stitches, then I'll move on to the next one. Lately, I just have not had time to stitch during the day. Things are coming up that just need to get done, and I've had to do those instead of stitching. So I will just, like, right after lunch or something, I'll just pick it up for like a half an hour and put a couple stitches in. But there's 1997. This one is 2000. She is holding the dove. So I'm working on this. I decided to get all of her white done, and now I'm starting to like work on the outline of her wings, I believe it is. This is 2000. These are all free on Mirabilia's website, and the link will be below. This is for my Angelic April Sal and Mafalda Crafts. Hi, Mafalda. She said that she was going to do them with me. And I've just been trying to work on them every single day, just a little bit each day. Like yesterday, I think I got like 5 stitches in and I had to quit. Yeah, this is the one I did yesterday. This one is 2004. She is holding, I do believe, the Christmas tree. Yes, she's holding a Christmas tree. So I worked on her. I got her face done. I'm working on her, filling her cheek in. And then here's her hand and her arm. And the Christmas tree will be over here. So I've been working on her. And I have been using I was using a Q-snap. But I only have one because all my other ones are being used for my other projects. So I've been using my little tension hoop, which I love. I do have a bigger one, but I just put it in. I can hold it real easy. I don't have to pull out any stands or anything. I can just put my readers on and put on a light and stitch away. I love this little tension hoop. I have the 7 also, but it does not have tension. This will make it drum tight, but the 7 is loose. So, but here's 2004. And then this one is 2006, and she's holding a candle. And right now I'm working on her dress area. So that's my 4 angels that I'm working on. And I am hoping, because I've labeled them, each one of them has like 34 colors. So working on them every single day, I'm hoping to have them done by the end of April, but considering I haven't got a lot of stitching into them in the last couple of days, they're going to have to go into May probably, but that's okay. I'll just make a mirror May. And then so while we're talking about May, so if I have to continue on, it's going to be a mirror May. And then Coral wants her mermaid done. So I was talking to her about May, and you know, that the mania, we were talking about March and everything else. She said, just make it a mermay, where I can just work on her every single day as my focus piece and just get her done. And then if she's finished and I still have some May left, I can work on Mira's or pull another mermaid out and continue with mermay. So anybody that wants to join in with me, I'm doing a mermay, M-E-R-M-A-Y. I'm going to make that a hashtag, a mermay sal, and if you want to join in, that's great. And hopefully she's going to be done by the end of May, because Coral's birthday, Coral's my daughter, by the way, she's 23. Her birthday is at the end of the month, April. and she's going to be 24. And I was really hoping to have this done by then, and I don't think so. So she wants it by the end of May. So I agreed. Okay, then. So that is the end of my FlossTube part. So I am going to name 3 stitchers that I've recently started watching. I've already mentioned Mafalda, so I will put her link below also. And recently, I have started watching 3 stitchers. The Stitching Field, she has 7 videos. I've been watching her, and I got the sampler book after watching hers. She told me which book it was. And then I've been watching West Sky Stitcher. She has 11 videos. I really like all her projects. She has some great ones. And then I was watching Feathered Stitches. It's a mother and a daughter, and they have 5. And right now they're getting all their projects ready for Stitch Mania. They gather up a bunch of projects that they like, and then they have the other one pick from one of them on what the other one's going to work on. It's really interesting. They got some really great projects. And I've got some things I've got to look for from them that they told me what they were called. So I got to go find those projects. And I'm going to link all those channels below. Hello, ladies, all of you. And so that concludes the FlossTube part. Like I said, I'm going to do Mermay so that I can work on Coral Mermaid and then maybe another mermaid. And then I'm going to also do a Mirabilia where I finish the angels and maybe even start a couple more of her freebies. She doesn't have all of them on there anymore that I've downloaded from before. She's removed some of them. So I have a whole folder of everything that, well, since I knew that they were freebies on there, that I went and got. So I think there was a mermaid on there too. So yeah, so I'm going to be doing both of those in May, just Mermay and then Mirabilia. So that's my plans for May coming up, because this is the middle of April. I'll probably do my next video either, because I have a doctor's appointment coming up, so it'll either be the last day or 2 of April or the first day or 2 of May, and then I'll be talking about this again. So Stitchers, if you're leaving, thank you for watching. And thank you all for all my new subscribers. I lost a few, I got a few. I've had some comments and some likes. So thank you so very much. Please take care. Please stay safe. Just keep stitching, and I'll see you in 2 weeks. And now we're going to go into the books. So, my books. For the month of April, I had already decided I was going to read Amish and American Girl. So then the Bookish knitter, Sarah, and Lizzie Fay Loves Books, Elizabeth, decided to do Amish April, and I took 3 of their prompts and I started reading them. Now, this is from the 9th to the 18th, so I've already been reading Amish since the beginning of April. But I've already read 2 of the prompts. They only want you to do 3. And then I'm reading the 3rd right now. So let's see my books. I have read, so let's start with the prompts. The first prompt I did was connection. And I chose Lancaster County Second Chances, which was by Ruth Price. I gave it a 4, and my connection is it's Lancaster County. So we live in Delaware. I grew up in Delaware, and we used to go up to Lancaster County and visit the Amish farms, their little fairs, their bazaars, their communities. It was so much fun. I loved going up there. So that is my connection, is that, well, I used to go there in the 70s for school. We might have went there in the 60s too. I can't remember. Then my second one that I chose was Cozy. I chose The Blended Quilt by Wanda E. Brunstetter. I gave that one a 4. It was a sample, so I have to try to find the other book. But my cozy meaning is quilts are cozy. You know, you can just grab a quilt, cover up on the couch, you know, read a book, watch a movie, hot chocolate, whatever. They just make you cozy. And then my third prompt was cooking. So right now I am reading Too Many Cooks Spoil the Broth. It's about 2 sisters that run a B&B, and then a murder happens. So that's pretty interesting. I am 49% through that book, and I'm really liking it. I have until the 18th to read that. And then I have other Amish books that I want to read also. So let's get started on the Amish books I have been reading. I've read 7, counting all of those that I just said, in the month of April so far. An Amish County Quarrel by Rachel Stoltzfus. I gave that a 3. The Farmer's Market Mishap, which is a preview, by Wanda E. Brunstetter. I gave that one a 3. All of these ones that are previews and samples, I'm going to look into getting the real book so I can read the rest of the story. The third one was The Healing Jar, Wanda E. Brunstetter, a 3. I do believe that was either a preview or a sample. The Robin's Greeting, Wanda E. Brunstetter. I had never heard of her. I've read a lot of books from her this month. They said she's a great Amish writer, so I wanted to try her. Anyway, The Robin's Greeting, preview, Wanda E. Brunstetter. I gave that one a 3. The fifth one was The Hawaiian Discovery, which was a preview, Wanda E. Brunstetter, a 3. And then, of course, my number 6 was The Lancaster County Second Chances, and the 7th was The Blended Quilt. So altogether, so far, on April 16th, I've read 7 Amish, and I'm reading another one. My American Girls that I started on April 1st. I read Meet Kit, Valerie Tripp. I gave that a 4. Kit Learns a Lesson by Valerie Tripp, also a 4. Happy Birthday, Kit, also Valerie Tripp, a 4. Danger at the Zoo, it's a Kit mystery by Kathleen Ernst, also a 4. And that's all my Kit books, so I started reading Samantha's. Meet Samantha by Susan S. Adler, a 4. The Curse of Ravenscourt by Sarah Masters Bucky, also a 4. And then my last Samantha is The Stolen Sapphire, also by Sarah Masters Bucky. I have to get this one started. The mysteries I am reading right now is the Craft Circle Cozy Mystery Box Set. I do believe it's 10 books in there, and I am 61% through, and it's by Stacy Alabaster. They're not too bad. I haven't decided what I'm going to give it yet, but those are pretty good. And I've read 3 romances this month. A Bride for Pastor Dan by Katie Crabapple. I gave that a 4. Bunny Hills and Bikinis by Heather Thurmeyer. I gave that a 3. And Baking Brie, I just finished that one, by Sarah West. I gave that a 5. I love that book. And currently I am reading The Celebrity and the Small Town Girl. I'm 21% through that, and it's by Victoria McNamara. So altogether, I have read 16 books so far, and today is the 16th of April. So I think that is super cool that I have read that many books, and so far from this year, I have read 67. So that's not bad there either. I haven't decided what I'm going to read in May. I have a lot of books left. March was mysteries and middle grade. And that's all I really have for M's on my thing is mysteries. So I might just do Mystery May, or just pick an author maybe that has an M that I have a lot of books of. I don't know who that would be, but I haven't decided what I'm doing for May yet. I have not heard of any challenges, so I'll decide that later in the month. But that's all I have for this right now, too. So if you're still here from the FlossTube, thank you for watching the whole thing. If you just watched the BookTube part, that's cool. Thank you for watching that. I'll just let you know in my next video on what I'm going to be reading for May. And then I'll probably just, I'm not going to go over what these are, because I'll just refer back to this video. I'll just continue on and then just say the other books that I read. So thank you for watching. Stay safe. Take care. Enjoy everything you read. You know, don't have any, you know, if you don't like a book, then life's too short. Just put it away and get another book you do like. That's what I'm learning. I used to suffer through a book because that one came up on the list or whatever. I don't do that anymore. If I don't like it, or, you know, it has something in there that bothers me, I just put it aside and make a note, and I can always go back to it later, but whatever. I'm trying to just read all the books I have. So thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye.